1 p.m. Eastern, Atlanta Falcons 5-6, 1-4 on the road. Washington Commanders 6-5, 2-3 at home. We're at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. Showers here as well. 55 Fahrenheit showers, 11 miles per hour. Let's take a look at the line history in this one. This one's going to be fun. Atlanta, Washington. Washington playing really good football right now. They have possible Chase Young returning. They open up here -3. They're now -4.5. So a big move towards the Commanders. From a total perspective, it opened up at 43. It's dropped to 41.5. We take a look at the cash flow in this one. We have just a little over 1,000 tickets in, very limited amount of sample size for us, but 66% of the tickets, 76% of the cash on Washington, 39% of the tickets, 76% cash on the over, but it's dropped. Atlanta comes in off a 27-24 home victory over the Bears. Young Hoku's 53-yard field goal gave Atlanta the lead with 2 minutes left to play. It was the difference. Mariota 13-20 for 131 yards, ran 13 times for 25 yards. Kyle Pitts caught 3 passes for 43 yards, led receivers before he tore his MCL. Likely out for the rest of the season. Tyler Algier ran 8 times for 55 yards. Cordell Patterson ran 10 for 52, caught 2 for 7. Had a costly fumble, but answered it by returning that kickoff 103 yards for his NFL record 9th career kickoff return touchdown. Their defense had 4 sacks, 5 quarterback hits. Jalen Hawkins had an interception. Taquan Graham, their defensive end, was carted off the field with a left knee injury. He's since been placed on IR, done for the year. The Commanders come in off a comfortable 23-10 win at Houston. They've won 5 of 6. Their defense dominated. Texans were outgained 246-5 in the first half. Fewest net yards in the half of franchise history. Held the Texans to 2 of 13 on third down, 5 sacks, 9 quarterback hits. Montez Sweat, Jonathan Allen, 2 sacks apiece, combined for 6 quarterback hits. Kendall Fuller returned the pick. Derek Forrest had an interception. They completely shut down Damian Pierce. And after the game, Ron Rivera made the announcement that everybody was waiting for. Heineke will remain the starter when Wentz comes back. Heineke was 15-27 for 191 yards, 4-1 as a starter. Logan Thomas had a big game, 5 catches for 65 yards. Scary Terry, 4 for 55. Antonio Gibson ran 18 times for 72 yards, caught 3 passes for 57 yards. This team has weapons. Brian Robinson, 15 carries for 57 yards. And we could see Chase Young in the lineup. Take it away for us, Andy. Falcons, Commanders.
Yeah, this is starting to get to be too big of a number. I get the bets on Washington. I like the direction the steam headed. But man, it's starting to get to be kind of a big number on a team that still doesn't have a great quarterback. And I know it's a lot better, but I have them as an absolute neutral team. Atlanta's a lot worse, and maybe it is an addition by subtraction with the Pitts thing, and they just are able to run the ball here. I don't know that we actually see Chase Young. I know he was activated. It doesn't mean we're getting him in. 4 is a lot of points here for a couple teams towards the middle of the pack, but man, I feel like I made my money early in the season off the Falcons, and I can just rest on that and not bet these Falcons games anymore. Like I might be done with that. I like the Commanders. This is and I talked about this earlier with Drew. I said this is like these are the first 2 teams out of the playoffs right now as it stands. And obviously Washington probably can't win their division with the Cowboys and Eagles so far ahead, but they can get in on a wild card. They could, they got to play the Giants at twice. Falcons can win their division if Tampa Bay, doesn't turn around, doesn't kick it into gear. They absolutely, if they win this game, they're live to win the division, which is just stupid. So, I think whoever loses this game might be in shutdown mode, and it's probably going to end up being just close on this one. I think we end up with a 3-ish point win. There's a lot of situations where this is just 23-20. Like the side and the total are really good, and the Commanders win a close one. So, yeah. And I'd like to hear if Chase Young's back too. I don't think that makes a difference. You're not going to see the line bump up, but man, yeah, laying 4 with Trevor Taylor Heineke seems like an awful lot. Maybe a bit of an overreaction on this team. It hasn't beaten good teams yet.
Yeah, and as Birdie's saying, he's just going to wait. He thinks that this could even continue to climb, get an even better number on Atlanta. Alex Ramirez, though, wanting the Commanders. This rush defense is being so good by Washington's rush defense, and that's a way to hurt this Falcons squad. So I can understand the move towards them, but it is getting pretty high. Sharpie says, but are the Falcons a good team? Seems like another spot for Washington versus a bad team. Okay, well, I could understand having interest in the Falcons at this point here. But right now, it's big bets are coming in. Lots of bets are coming in. It's all Washington all the time. What up, Big Show Picks in the house? We also got Birdie joining us. Let's move on to the next spot on the board.